This podcast may contain adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am the host, executive producer, editor, chief, whatever, CEO,
Yes.
me,
And I'm Mrs. Always Right,
whose
does
beauty is
nothing.
reflected in the flanks of my horse.
You said that yesterday.
Yeah, your beauty is reflected in my horse's flanks.
And it's funny, just the way you say it. I know that it's a movie line,
It is a movie line.
but the way you say it, I guess just hearing it in person versus a movie, it really makes a difference
Does
because
it?
it becomes hilarious. Hilarious when you hear it in person. I'm just saying. For me, anyway.
And we're coming to you from that really, really trashy,
shitty,
corrupt trailer park in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
I don't know why. Oh, God, Aaron, I'm scratching my nose. I don't know why you chose Dallas of all fucking cities.
Well, now you did mention that, you would like to move around a little bit more and go to places that, where our biggest fans are. Maybe not biggest fans, but where our fans are.
And speaking of which, okay, you told me people don't use Like a Boss anymore, right?
I did happen to say that.
I told you I colored Like a Boss, and
Yes.
you're like, nobody uses Like a Boss. So
Right.
Can we use shout out?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would like to give,
Mhm.
what was the hand signal for?
No, I was just going to, I talk with my hands, so let me sit on them and see if it helps.
Typically, I don't know if you're like, just ADHD. Yesterday, we were back in the trailer in. When we got home, we were back in the trailer in.
Yes.
And you just point, and I'm like, is that point good or is that bad? I mean, I don't know what it is, right?
Right. But I told you, I was just trying to make sure you were looking there,
Okay.
because you were close.
In my mirror,
I didn't
it's like,
feel
I don't know if you're pointing it's got to go this way or that way or look out for that, or is that a frog? I don't know where you were pointing.
Well, I feel if I needed to warn you about it, I probably would have said something. I would just, you were close, and I wanted you to be aware that there was a pole there.
Communication.
Okay.
Back to what I was going to say.
Oh yeah, ADD, right?
Yeah, ADHD.
Whatever.
Yes, we're the
Whatever.
ADHD of podcasts.
Okay.
Most of our downloads, a lot, have been coming from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thank you to whoever you are.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we appreciate that.
Yes.
And Indian Hills, North Carolina, which I do know who that is.
Aww.
And yeah, miss you, buddy. Wish you were back in Texas.
Yes. Can't wait to see you again. He's such a good kid.
I don't think he would prefer you using the term kid.
Okay, anybody under the age of probably, let's say, 40 is a kid to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you are old.
I am getting up there in years, yes.
It's wisdom is what we refer to this.
Oh, okay. I have many years of wisdom. Many.
So this week at work has been very interesting for me, okay?
Okay.
And this starts about Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we have we have a listener
Okay.
who mentioned to me that on his way to work on Wednesday mornings that he was listening to another podcast when he realized ours dropped. And so he shut that one off.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
I was a little booty hurt there
and so
for a
he
second.
shut that one off to turn ours on.
Okay.
And he's a real good fan and a real good guy. So to protect the names of the innocent, we're going to refer to this guy as Fred. Okay.
Fred. And Barney, right?
So Fred.
The next one, can the next fan be Barney?
Sure.
Fred
Barney.
and Barney?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So Fred's talking to me and he goes, I just want to piss you off. And I'm like, why? And he goes, wedding cake.
Oh,
This motherfucker.
yes!
No.
Yes!
So now, babe,
Yes.
everybody who is talking to me when they see me goes, wedding cake. Fuck, I can't
Love
escape it. I can't escape it.
Love it. Okay. So since we are mentioning
God
this
damn it.
thing, okay, no, I'm not gonna say the words, but I want to.
Might as well. Everybody else is doing it.
But we do have an event coming up in 2 weeks that I'm very, very excited for. Not just because of the event, but because of the refreshments to go
All
along with it.
You
And
care
I'm
about
very
is eating wedding cake.
No, that's not the only thing I care about,
No?
but I do. That is very high on my list.
Is
It is. And I can tell you,
You don't give a fuck who's getting married. You just want to go have wedding cake.
I do love wedding cake. And I can tell you that I do control myself a lot more than you realize, because we actually have a bakery, a wedding cake bakery,
Right down the
2
road.
blocks down the road.
Go get some.
Been there, done that. They sell this sample box, right? And it's just like what do they call? I don't know. They call these little tea cakes, I think is what they're called. And it's just slices of different kinds of wedding cake with different icings or fillings or whatever. They call it a checkered board box or something, right?
Okay.
And I can honestly say I've had it more than once, and it's fucking
it's funny how
amazing.
it never ends up in the house for me to fucking eat. And
Okay, well,
last
you
night,
don't give a shit about wedding cake, apparently.
I will eat it. I'm not going to fucking mention it every 10 minutes of a fucking episode or something. It's not.
Fred, you're my hero, Fred. Thank you.
Fuck.
I'm
Don't,
just saying.
Don't, because now
Yes.
I'm never going to hear the end of
No, I mean, I just for 2 more weeks, right? And then the event is over with.
it. Okay, you may stop saying it. But some of the people in my life, okay, just want to piss you off. And
Okay.
that's typically and
You do the same thing.
I would never. I am the most considerate, caring,
No.
loving person you have ever met.
When you're asleep
Well,
and not having bad dreams, maybe, or.
But am I during that time is all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know, because I don't know what you dream about. You probably dream about ways to piss people off. But you're funny a lot of the times when you do it.
Sometimes.
Yes.
And and
I'm very excited.
Yeah, and that's
Oh
great.
my
And
God.
you know what? I will take the ass whooping of having to hear the word wedding cake
love it.
if people are listening. I will take that ass whooping for you.
Well, good, honey. I'm glad your
And the
sacrifice
fact that I know-
makes me happy.
The fact that I know our fans just want to piss me the fuck off is great. It's fantastic.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's like you're the sweet, caring, loving hostess that everybody just can't wait to hear, and you're just the other guy. You're just
Aww,
I know.
that's not true.
It is.
Honey. You are so funny.
I
so
think
funny to
people are
me.
more geared towards you now
Why?
because you talk,
Yes.
whereas before you wouldn't.
No, I had nothing to say. I felt maybe
You were just
I mean, maybe
clammed
I.
up. You're-
Yeah. I'm more in the groove now.
Yeah,
we're
you're
definitely
you're open. Also, this is the end of August.
Yes,
I do
almost.
believe so. This is going to come out as episode 103,
Wow.
which means next week,
Uh-huh.
104 is 2 years. If you take 50, and I'm going to do some math, you take 52
Uh-huh.
and multiply that by 2, you get 104.
That is
So
true.
next week's episode will be 2 years we're doing this, and we're still not rich.
That's okay.
But we haven't
I
given
mean,
up, and we enjoy
didn't-
doing it.
We didn't start it to get
No,
rich.
No.
We started it because I don't know, we just wanted to. We wanted to see how it went, and I feel also that we did it because this is definitely our time.
It's our time. Yeah. Our time. Our time.
It's our,
It's an hour.
but it's not an hour.
Slide your mic a little that way. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Kind of talk past it a little bit because
Blah,
I'm
blah.
getting a lot of puh sounds. Stop it.
Okay.
Thanks, Fred. Thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate
the second
that.
interesting thing that
Uh-oh.
happened to me.
Uh-huh.
So you work at a toilet company, toilet
Yes.
cleaning company.
Yes,
I
do.
I work at a bubble gum manufacturing company.
I love our job.
right, they're awesome.
I love it.
So we went to another wrapper supplier for the bubble gums. Okay. Are you gonna live?
I love it.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. So we're at this wrapper supplier because we're testing a new flavor
Okay,
and we
so
got to
it's
make
not
sure
rap.
everything.
Boo boop boo boop. It's not right.
That wasn't even considered music. What you did. Stop. There's a reason this is a talk show and we don't sing. Because in this house, America don't got talent, okay?
No, I
None.
cannot carry a tune in a bag.
And speaking of houses, you said something that was funny as fuck last night.
You
you
were the one that said it, and you were I do
I
want
was
to bring that up.
I was
too.
explaining to her. I'll get back to my job at the gum factory, okay?
Oh, okay.
We were laying
okay.
in bed, and it was right after sexy time. I was in.
No, it was before sexy
was it?
time. We were.
So
we
I
were
have not
talking
achieved
about.
PNC yet. Okay. I'm still. I'll say whatever I got to say to get to PNC. Okay.
Right. We were
But
talking about smooching.
Well, we were talking about how trashy we were.
No,
and that-
well,
to a degree.
I mean, yes,
and that we
yes.
don't belong in a house. We belong in a trailer park. Go ahead.
Right? No.
Go ahead,
I mean, because
ADHD.
this kind of goes along with that. But go ahead. Go ahead.
That I shouldn't have bought you a house. I should have bought you a double wide.
Right.
And you told me, go ahead.
No, you said.
No,
it.
you said, so we're not house people? And I'm
Oh,
like,
yes.
we're not even house broken. And
which is very true.
very
I feel.
true.
And wait, so I
Stop.
just want to
Hammer time. See, no singing.
ADHD, right?
Okay, right.
So I do want to put a shout out for
We're allowed to say shout out.
yeah, we can say
already,
shout out.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. To Shoddy's girlfriend, because it's a good thing she's pretty. She mentioned yesterday, because we did go on a ride and we were, around friends and stuff. She did mention that she was very confused because
Oh, yeah.
because we are always from a different place. So she has no idea where we live. Even though she's been here, she has no idea because we're always moving around.
Yeah,
in
she
Texas.
was like, "What? What's?" Yeah, she was asking, "What's up with that?"
It was so funny.
And if you don't know, when we first started this podcast, we decided to try to maintain as much anonymity as possible.
yeah.
So we never mention our hometown, our real hometown. So if you go, we've never done
we
it.
never have, but we will eventually. We'll be from there.
Yeah, but
but
we're not going to tell them.
no, that this is where
And
we're
so,
really from.
if you want to try to guess now, I suggest you go back and listen to 103 episodes. Write down all the cities that we've been to, and we
Yes.
don't live there.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility we could. We could live anywhere
We
in
could
the
live
state
anywhere.
of Texas, and we could move quite often too when the rent's due. I'm
we
just
have
saying.
to move every time the rent's due. Who pays rent?
I know.
We just paid deposits.
Which technically, I guess we could pay the deposit because normally that's a month's rent, and
Yep.
we could stay for a couple of months. And about the time that they're trying to get us evicted, because that takes 30 days, we can
just move.
We can move.
Yeah.
So we actually get 2 months living in a place for 1 month.
See how
1
that
month's
works?
rent. Yes. Yeah, I love it. We're brilliant. Anyway,
Geniuses is how I like to word it.
okay. Whatever. It's all the same.
Back to my job.
Yes.
At the bubblegum
Yes.
manufacturing
Yes.
company. So we're testing a new wrapper. We're testing this new wrapper. So during this test, there's
Mm-hmm.
you got to make sure the wrapper's going to last.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're heating this water, and we're putting a chemical in it to put this wrapper in.
To make sure that it doesn't get holes in it.
Yeah, that it holds up. Okay.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
I apparently, when they wanted the water hot,
Mm-hmm.
I went too hot and I superheated the water in a measuring cup. You know what Pyrex is, right?
Yes.
That real smooth glass that
Yes.
holds heat.
Mm-hmm.
And
That what eats?
heat that holds.
Oh,
heat,
holds
that you
heat.
can heat stuff up.
Yes.
In, right? It's Pyrox's glass.
Yes.
I bring out 3 cups of superheated water.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody adds this chemical to it.
Okay.
It decides to explode's not the right word, but it got volatile and it
Okay.
erupted.
Foamed up, kind of like
I don't think that was foam. It was pretty much done. It was like I won out, and it got into somebody's eye, and that was horrible.
Patches eye.
That's fucked up.
It's funny. Though.
It is funny. Stop. And it got into his eye,
Oh,
and
poor
in his
Patch.
during thank you, during the whole process, you're concerned, right?
Yes.
And I wouldn't be telling this story if everything wasn't fine like it right now.
Right. Correct.
So
Correct.
he gets this chemical in his eye, and he's like, it would instantly burn, and you can't open your eyes. You ever had anything like that? And
Yes.
you can't open your eyes.
Yes.
And so the guy who poured the chemical in is like, use the Dr. Pepper. And he took the Dr. Pepper and he squirted it in his eye. And they're like, we got to get some water. And then he said something that I lost my shit over. He's like, give me the fucking water. And I lost it. I fucking lost it. I'm a horrible person.
You didn't use the hot water that you had heated up, did you?
No, but that'd have been fucked up.
No, that
Well,
that
it
would have
cooled
been
off a little bit. Well, it
bad.
still had the chemical in it, so you couldn't
you
re.
couldn't reuse it anyway.
Yeah, so we've had I had to hear Wedding Cake to get pissed off, and there was a accidental chemical burn in somebody's eye. That was my week.
Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds very exciting.
was
But
different.
you and Patch actually are fixing to go on a bubblegum trip.
Yes,
So
to a different state.
yeah,
Yep.
you get to fly. That's so much fun.
I hope I get there before my arms get tired. What?
I hope so too.
Do
honey.
you?
Yes, but you have lost weight, so you might not have to use near as much energy as you would before.
I don't think 19 pounds is going to make much of a difference.
That's 20 pounds, honey. I am so proud of you.
It's 19. It's not yet 20.
But it's so close. It's so close. I'm very happy
Oh, well, thank
and
you.
impressed.
Thank you.
And I'm speechless.
You don't look like you're gagging for air so much when I'm like on top of you nowadays. Looks like you could breathe a little. I don't got to provide you with a snorkel and or a scuba mask.
That would be funny. What would you do if I come to bed in like a scuba mask and a little snorkel
Not
and
stop.
fins?
I got to get to PNC. I don't care what you're wearing.
That would be funny.
Would it? We're gonna start just doing surprise
Role
costumes to
playing,
bed.
like they call it cosplay.
Cosplay. Yeah.
Is that what?
Look, let's do doctor nurse. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be doctor
Or patient.
patient. I'll be the doctor. You be the patient. We'll do it for 3 hours. You can wait in the waiting room for 2 hours and 58 minutes.
It's about right.
All right.
At least 2 hours.
And just so
50
everybody
minutes.
knows, I stole that. I saw that meme on Facebook.
Oh, did you?
Just being honest.
Oh, okay. That's funny though.
It was funny.
And I mean, it's basically almost true. I'm just saying. Unless you're like the first patient there, yeah, you're gonna be.
Oh, I
waiting.
thought you were talking about sex.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
a
2
good
minutes is way
two
too
and
long.
a-
Way too long.
That's a good 2.5 minutes.
I'm on the
honey.
express lane to PNC, baby.
the express
Toll-
lane, huh?
No, here lately it's been a tollway because I got to pay for that shit.
What are you paying for?
Pay rent. Man, ain't nothing free.
Oh my God, you always bring that shit up.
Oh, does that sound? Oh, really?
yeah.
Somebody always brings something up and says something over and over again that pisses you off?
No.
What's that like?
Wedding cake? I don't know. I don't know. Wedding cake.
So what else? That was my week. I talked for the last 20 minutes. Go ahead.
Wow. Did you really talk for 20 minutes? I don't think you did.
22 minutes and 5 seconds to be exact.
Oh, okay. So you see, I keep raising this up, looking at the time, trying to see. But if you have a clock right there, there's no reason
Ish.
for me to, well, clock, yeah, ish or whatever. There's no reason for me to look at mine. I don't have to keep up with the time you do. And it's actually been 24 minutes. I forgot.
Since
I do
you
have a
started the
timer.
recording,
That's
because
true.
we do. If you become a Patreon member, you get pre and post show content.
Okay, yeah.
And that's
So
why
that's the
that's
bullshit
longer.
that we talk about before
Yeah.
we actually start for everybody else. And then,
I would also, before you go start talking and ruin the whole show, I would like to thank Shody
Shody
for
yes.
bringing me Cody's Fine Flavored Moonshine, which I will drink a lot of next week.
No, you won't. You won't be here, but I will get a chance.
You touch my
to drink
moonshine, you touch my Cody's Fine Flavored Moonshine, and we're going to fight.
No, we're not. You're not even going to be here.
2 days. It's not like the fucking end of the world.
Well, it might be. Zombies might come. I might have to drink it.
Oh, we're actually not going to get to see each other from Wednesday to Sunday. Actually,
That is true.
because when I get
Well,
back,
but I
back
don't
from my
know
trip, you're going on a trip to that city we just mentioned.
where we're at, where we're, you
Yeah.
know, we're just checking it out beforehand. Yes, and
I'm gonna stuttering because I love you
yes.
and you're beautiful.
What?
And we
do
don't
you
hardly
want?
ever mention it on here. I want them to know that the beautiful Mrs. Always Right hosts another podcast.
You don't have to mention it.
It's fine because
It's-
it's a project of yours and your daughter's, and let's get it out there. She hosts Crime with My Coffee, where she is much more twangier. A lot. You are.
Really?
You're like, welcome here.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's like you get in character. And
I didn't.
And
I never realized.
your time between words is way much than it is on here.
You
your
know
storytelling, your storytelling
why? Storytelling's not my forte. Can we say
Sure.
forte? Yeah, it's not my forte. I have to do research for this other podcast that I do, and it just. I have to remember because there's so much. And we started that one about the time we started ours.
Yes.
So it's been going on for almost 2 years as well.
You read that you lead that double life.
Yes. This is why I know I could be a wedding crasher.
Yeah.
If I can do these two things, I can do that. Yeah. But it's not as fluid because what we do is just talk. It's just whatever we think of, whatever we got going on. In that, I have to remember certain points and certain things. And so I have to write them down. Yes, I'm talking with my hands.
It's not you're talking with your hands, it's you're hitting the table or something. And
No,
I
I
can hear
was
that.
doing-
Yeah, I can hear that through here.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
You got to be gentle on the tables. The sound carries. Okay.
Gentile.
Until I can afford, okay, better boom arms.
You know what?
What?
You know what we could do?
Talk to the mic.
I've got the perfect idea.
Stop. Oh my God.
Okay. Here, move it a little bit more. I have the perfect idea. We can use an old door. It's
For what?
perfect for the table. It's not going to be as wide as this, which I don't want
I
as
am
wide
not
as
crafty
this.
in carpentry. I can't. I don't think I can do it. Can we just
Yes.
buy a table?
Yes, we can. Baby, I can make the table out of a door. We have
What are you
an
going to use for legs?
I can buy legs to put on it. Did you know that you can actually buy table legs?
Huh. I guess Amazon is.
You don't have to get them from Amazon. Sorry, I don't know where you want it.
So let's do it like this. Let's walk through this again on how to set up a mic for a podcast, okay? What you have to do is
I thought that I had to speak directly
you do,
into it.
But if you angle see how it's angled? There you go.
Then I'm
And
not talking
you're talking
into-
you're talking into it but past it. You see?
Oh,
Look
okay.
at me. My voice is going this way, but it's picking up into the mic right there.
Oh, okay. So
You
I
see?
actually need to angle mine more.
2 years we've been doing
You
this.
haven't told me this. You're like, you have to talk to the front of it.
No,
so I'm
I
talking
said
to the
we
front
have to
of
be
it.
about 3 inches from the mic.
3
'Cause here's what-
inches,
3
Pyle.
inches.
3 inches.
Because here's what happens if you don't talk into a mic. You ready?
yes,
You sound like this. Can you hear how my voice,
changes.
how far away?
Yes. Yes.
These mics are meant to pick up sound right in front of them. All
Okay.
right? They're
Okay.
very touchy. This is how oh, you're fucking awful. You You're the worst, to say the least.
Pretending to touch the mic.
I'm gonna touch it.
You want to
No, I
touch?
lost track.
I'm not
Oh.
touching it.
So this weekend,
Okay.
when I get back from Denver,
Yes.
you have a actual crime podcast convention
Yes.
in Dallas.
Yes.
And that's great because there's a shit ton of crime in Dallas. Y'all have a lot to solve.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the murder rate's up, stealing's
always,
up, rape is up,
always. Yes. Yes.
cocaine use is up, and I am not
I'm about
responsible
it.
for that.
Oh, okay. I can probably buy shrooms or anything I want on the corner while
I bet
we're
you
there.
can.
Yes. I'm excited though. I really am excited, and I want to kind of see. I know how some other podcasts do. I have to mention I actually do listen to more than 2 podcasts, and I want to see how things are going for them because they have the more famous ones going to be there
I
and
think
stuff
this-
like that, and I want to pick up and hopefully integrate some of that into ours. You know what I mean?
Here's what I want you to do. I think, number one, you
Mhm.
do this show fine.
Yes,
And it's because you're off the cuff and you're not trying to read.
absolutely.
Now, I've seen you do your notes for your show,
Uh-huh.
and you almost write a story.
I know.
okay?
I know. I should just do
Bullet
points
And just talk
This is
natural.
what I
Get
need
a
to
stand.
say.
Get a stand, like a book stand or whatever.
Oh,
and put
like an
them up-
easel.
Yeah, put them right up in front
Oh
of
my
you.
God, honey,
right?
that's brilliant.
Who's running this fucking show?
Oh my God!
Thank you.
You're brilliant. That is pretty.
All right, I'd put them up on an
ingenious.
easel. Okay,
Yes,
you're
yes.
still blowing right into the fucking microphone.
I don't know why.
Look how it's not in front of my mouth. Can you see that?
Okay,
now,
is this better?
yeah, talk right past it, but
Right
into
past it.
Excellent,
Okay.
excellent, fucking perfect.
Yay, me.
Yeah, so get your notes and bullet points. Okay,
That's
put them
fucking
in right here in
brilliant.
front of an easel,
Uh-huh.
and that way you're not having to look down. Okay. You're looking right here, and your next point's right in front of you, right in front of you, right in front of you.
Wow. I was never
There's a reason
good.
I'm the executive producer.
Yes. I was never good at doing that when I was in English class and stuff like that. I don't know why. It blows past me.
What?
Just making like an outline when you were doing
gotcha.
A report or something like that. You always had to do an outline and title page and all this other stuff like we were fucking authors or something. And I was never really that good at that for whatever reason. I
There's
wasn't.
another thing you can use. There's another thing you can do too.
Yes.
We have that printer, okay? And I know you have it's not a Kindle. What is it? Your little paper,
Yes.
electronic paper thing,
Yes.
whatever it is.
Yes.
You can either use that or, you can type them out, make the words a little bigger so you can read them because I know you're getting old.
Yes. Yes.
And-
I need to
and
wear glasses or
Make
something.
the print and just put sheets up there, okay?
Yeah.
Back in the day,
Honey,
do you remember
you're
back in the day in the
fucking-
newscast, they used to have the papers in front of them
Yes.
and they would read their
Now
stories off
they
of those?
still have it. I
They have
think
tablets.
It's old school. Oh, do they?
They do tablets
Okay,
now.
well, apparently I don't watch the news then.
But
I don't
yes, I would set up. But you want it to where you're not having to turn your head up and down.
know.
You can stay
Yeah.
concentrated, right? Keep your mouth and your mic aligned, right?
Mhm.
Get it
Yes.
up high. Read right off of that. Go to your notes. Hey, Billy Joe Bubble Butt was born in December 38th in 1912. Oh,
Okay.
you,
All
you
right.
see what I'm saying?
I'm definitely going to try that.
I think you should.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes I write a lot because there's certain things I just don't want to forget if I'm
No,
talking
I
about
get
something
that,
else.
but all that can
There's-
be right into bullet points in a storyboard format you can follow.
I'm about it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I can't believe it took you 2 years to
I know.
tell me
I just thought of
something.
that shit though.
Man, that's brilliant.
Well, I
though.
try. Look, and number one, I try not to get near involved. That's your deal. The other podcast is your deal. I don't want to tell you how to run your business,
Right.
okay?
No,
Because
I
I don't
get
like
it.
nobody telling me how to run my business. I
Right,
don't like
but-
I don't like nobody telling me wedding cake because it pisses me the fuck off.
Wedding cake.
Thanks, Fred. But
I love it, Fred. Thank you very much.
I do want. I don't want to get involved in. I mean, I do. I want to so bad. It's just because of who I am.
You've grown and learned so much doing ours
I have.
every week
I have.
that you feel that. No, I get it. I get it.
but it's not my business. Okay.
Right.
Now,
right.
I do want to play around with some stuff but I don't want to, how you and her run your shit is your business, not
Right,
mine.
right.
Okay.
We definitely are hickey, and I feel, now.
And
Anyway.
that's fine. I think the hickey, like you're a hickey from Kanicki's, like oh my, anyway. But you mean hick, like hey,
Right,
going
right.
outside and playing the crick. You mean that kind of hick?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
That's
think
exactly
your
what kind of
hickness-
crick.
Your hickness is part of the show. I think it's great. I want you to cut some of the spacing out of your words.
Yes.
If I
mean,
had
I
some
get it.
constructive criticism,
Yes. Okay.
and you need some flow.
Okay.
Because even in here, you sometimes get that way during this show.
Yes.
I just clean that shit up.
I think because my brain a lot of times works much faster than my voice for whatever reason.
Well, your mouth works slow as fuck, is all I'm going to tell you. Okay, there's some other stuff you can speed up with your mouth that just, I'm just
Oh.
saying.
Well, I thought you liked it slow.
It depends on the path to post-nut clarity is all I'm
Okay,
saying.
Okay.
If we're in the
All right,
express lane, step on the throttle.
Okay.
If
All
we're
right.
stuck in traffic, take your time. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Got
All
you.
right.
Got you.
Gotcha.
We're great.
You're great. You're great. You're actually great. You're the one that
so
people
funny.
love.
No.
And you are beautiful. And I'm
Thanks.
never selling that horse
Good.
because your
Good.
beauty
Are you
and his
gonna have
flanks.
Are you gonna have it stuffed?
Yeah,
and mounted
at least his flanks.
when okay. That's great.
And for the people who don't know, because we're a little old, the movie we're referencing is A Knight's Tale
Yes.
with Heath Ledger.
And that's not the only movie reference we've done tonight either, today, not tonight, because the 3 inches is Full Metal
Yes,
Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah,
And then
that's right.
there
I
was
forgot
another.
you said that.
Yes, and then there was another one that you said that was from Greece or something.
Yes.
So-
because I just watched that when Olivia Newton-Hancock died. I forgot to tell you that we were like.
Oh, y'all were like buds. Y'all
Yeah,
were like
yeah. I mean, in my
married-ish?
fantasies as a kid.
Okay.
So
I got
that's
you.
who she was to me, was Olivia Newton-Hancock. But I mean, it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
But you gonna live?
Yes, you're so funny.
So I watched Grease. I
Yes.
watched Grease the other day. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
But
It definitely is a good movie.
so hey, we appreciate y'all listening. All right. So
Yes.
number one, please, if you listen to this podcast and you're into crime or want to learn how to commit a crime or need some advice, listen to Crime with My Coffee with your beautiful hosts, June and Suzanne. You do use your real name in that. So
I
I'm
do.
gonna go ahead and use that.
I do.
All right. You can get that wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes.
Send them an email. Tell them me and Mrs. Always Right sent you, and maybe I might get a free cup of coffee or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And y'all
Hey,
have-
you know what?
y'all have a giveaway.
If you do email us, and mention our podcast, Me and Mrs. Always Right,
So
we'll probably
what's your
send you
what's
something.
what's your email address to Crime with My Coffee?
crimewithmycoffee@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tell them. Go over there and tell them we sent you. They're having a fantastic giveaway.
We are.
Can you tell me what the code word was? Because even though I listened, I think I missed it.
Well, too bad. The code word was coffee.
Coffee.
Can you imagine
Email them. Yep. Email them with the code word coffee, and they're gonna enter you in a giveaway for a cup.
that? Cup, stickers,
We
a
call those
bunch.
decals in the bubblegum business.
Whatever. Well, I mean, I don't do bubble gum, so I don't know.
So there's your free gratuitous plug. After 2 years
You
of
didn't
doing,
have to.
I didn't,
honey.
but I'm here to support you in whatever way.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
If
and you really helped me out on the
aw,
pointers and
thank
stuff that
you.
you've given me. I really do appreciate that.
babe, I'm here for you. I want you to be successful versus me.
That's you.
You understand
you
what I'm
want
saying?
me to be rich. That way you don't have to work.
There's a silver lining to everything.
There is.
You see what I'm
There
saying?
is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, hey, thanks for listening to me and Mrs. Always Right, even
Yes.
though at the end we did talk a lot about crime on my coffee.
Yeah, sorry.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints go to Trevor the intern.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Me and Mrs. Always Right. And let me just say that you have been putting some little snippets on TikTok and everything.
I'm trying to grow our business,
And
babe.
I love them.
Do you really?
I absolutely love them.
Well, I took the
they're-
weekend off a little bit from that because we were involved in other things. But I tried to come in here after work every day, put together a 60-second video, and get that shit up on
Yeah,
TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. Now, you did say one of the first ones or something that you
The
put up.
first one got 64 views for whatever
Nice.
whatever I did in the second YouTube short video got 1,500 views, and I
Now-
don't know what happened there.
I wonder if the difference was we were doing something dumb.
Oh, we
or
do everything
saying,
dumb.
Saying something really dumb that people want to watch. People want to watch dumb shit. Like sitting here, us
short.
talking and
People's attention-
picking our nose or something like that. I feel
Yeah.
stuff like that is what people want to see. So maybe you need to kind of focus. And I'm not telling you how to run your business.
It sounds like it's coming straight from your mouth. Like this is what the fuck you need to do.
I'm just saying that's what people wanted to see, and that's probably what the difference was.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Well,
yeah,
I'll keep
that's
experimenting
cool.
because the third one I put out didn't get a lot of views either. So
Okay.
I gotta learn the YouTube's algorithm. I'm not trying to
Yeah, I
make a
don't even
fortune
know.
right now.
No,
I
but it
told
would be
you.
nice.
I told you if we could just break even enough to get one of our salaries eventually from this, where you can stop working, that'd be great.
Aw, well,
You
you know
first,
what?
babe. You
My
first.
job,
You're
my job
way-
is never done though.
You're
I'm-
way older than I am. You need to retire first.
Okay.
Way older.
but my job is never done. It just eliminates one job I have to do.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree.
So yeah, that's cool.
Hey, and
That's
become
cool.
a Patreon member. Help us get closer to that dream of her retiring at Me and Mrs. or Patreon / Me and Mrs. Always Right, where you get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes.
Nice. So you
Nice.
get all the uhs and so's and
Try
all
to clean
that.
this up. It's not as good on YouTube as it is in the audio podcast, and that's mainly because there's a lot of the visual stuff that goes in with the YouTube.
yes,
You know where I'm coming from on that.
I do.
But I want the audio podcast to flow,
yes.
and I have to do a lot of your gap cutting out shit. But I love it. I get to hear your voice 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. It's
7
horrible.
times.
It's horrible.
Whatever.
It's great. It's
7.
great. But I love you,
I love you too, honey.
and thanks for being here with me today. Now get dressed and go
Go
clean
to
some
work.
toilets.
I know. Go to work. No problem. I love you too,
I love
honey.
you, baby. Thanks for riding with me yesterday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, you have a great day.
You too, honey.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye.
There you go.
I
There's our
knew you were-
trademark.
Okay. All right.